Have you ever studied English for months, maybe years, but felt like your progress is slow?
You do everything: grammar exercises, new vocabulary lists, online courses, but somehow you're still stuck.
That's because you might be working hard, but not smart.
And that's where the 80-20 rule comes in. It's one of the most powerful ideas in learning, not just English, but anything.
The 80-20 rule means that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts.
In other words, not everything you do is equally effective. Some activities give huge results, others just tiny progress.
So today, we'll show you how to apply the 80-20 rule to English learning, so you can stop wasting time and start improving faster.
By the end, you'll know what to focus on, what to ignore, and how to build a smart study plan that actually works.
Welcome to English Zone, the place where real-life English becomes simple.
Our mission is to help you study less, learn faster, and actually enjoy the process.
Let's dive right in. First, let's understand what the 80-20 rule really means. It's also called the Pareto Principle. It started with an Italian economist who noticed that 80% of the land in Italy was owned by 20% of the people.
Later, people realized this rule shows up everywhere. In business, 80% of sales often come from 20% of customers. In learning, 80% of progress often comes from 20% of effort.
So instead of working more, you focus on what really matters, the 20% that brings the biggest results.
And when you apply that to English, everything changes.
Let's start with vocabulary. You don't need 10,000 words to sound fluent. Most conversations use only about 2,000 of them.
Exactly. That's your 20%. The words you see and hear every day: go, get, make, want, need, take, give, come, do, say. These are the core.
If you master them deeply, with common phrases like make a decision, get ready, take a look, you'll understand 80% of daily English.
So instead of memorizing rare words like meticulous or serendipity, spend more time mastering the basics you actually use.
Next, grammar. You don't need to know every tense perfectly. You just need to use the common ones naturally. Present, past, future, present perfect.
That's the 20%. The rest, passive voice, conditionals, reported speech, are useful later, but not essential for daily conversation.
If your goal is speaking confidently, focus first on communication grammar, not exam grammar.
Listening is another good example. You don't need to understand every accent in the world. Focus on one or two types, American or British, and get used to real-life speed.
And when you listen, don't listen for 100% understanding. Listen for the main idea and key words. That's the 20% skill that gives 80% of comprehension.
The same for speaking. Don't aim for fancy sentences. Aim for fluency with simple phrases like, "You know what I mean?" or "That makes sense."
Those small, natural expressions do more for your fluency than any advanced vocabulary list.
Let's talk about time. A lot of people think they need hours of study every day, but consistency beats intensity.
Exactly. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week. That's 20% effort that creates 80% of results because it builds habit.
It's like going to the gym. If you go once a month, nothing changes. If you go regularly, even for short sessions, you get stronger.
So instead of long study marathons, aim for micro sessions. Listen while cooking. Review a phrase while walking. Write one short journal entry before bed.
That's the smarter way to learn, small but daily.
Another area where the 80-20 rule works is correction. Some learners correct every single mistake, but not all mistakes matter equally.
If you say, he go to school, people still understand you. The important thing is communication, not perfection.
Focus your energy on high-impact mistakes, the ones that stop people from understanding you.
For example, pronunciation of key sounds like ship versus sheep or correct word order. Fix those first.
Once your message is clear, the rest can improve over time.
Here's how to build your 80-20 English plan. Step 1. Identify your goals. Do you want to speak, write, or pass a test?
Step 2. Choose the top 20% of activities that move you closer to that goal.
For speaking fluently, that means shadowing, self-talk, conversation practice, and listening to real English.
For writing, that means reading good examples, journaling, and short daily writing practice.
Step 3. Cut out the low-value stuff. If an activity doesn't connect to your goal, reduce it.
Be honest, some people spend hours watching grammar tutorials but never speak. That's 80% effort with only 20% results.
Replace that with something active. Speak, record, repeat, review.
Step 4. Review your progress every week. Ask, what gave me results? What wasted my time? Then adjust.
That's how you stay focused on your 20%.
Let's share a quick story. I had a student who studied English for 4 years, but couldn't hold a conversation. She spent most of her time memorizing word lists and grammar rules.
Then we changed her method. She started shadowing daily, watching short English clips and writing a small journal every night. Just 1 month later, she was speaking comfortably.
That was her 20%. Real listening, real speaking, daily contact.
I had another student who worked hard but never improved pronunciation. We focused only on stress, rhythm, and 10 key sounds. Within weeks, his accent became clearer.
Again, the 80-20 rule. Small focus, big result.
Here's a simple exercise for you. Take out a piece of paper and draw 2 columns.
On the left, write everything you do to learn English. Apps, reading, grammar, YouTube, flashcards.
On the right, write which ones give you real progress: speaking, understanding, remembering.
Circle the top 3. That's your 20%.
Spend more time there. Cut down on the rest.
You'll see how fast you improve when your energy goes to what matters most.
Let's recap. The 80-20 rule means focusing on the small number of things that bring the biggest results.
For vocabulary, focus on common words and phrases. For grammar, focus on communication, not perfection. For listening, focus on understanding the main idea. For speaking, focus on fluency, not fancy words. For time, focus on short, daily habits, not long study sessions.
And for mindset, focus on progress, not perfection.
Remember, more effort doesn't always mean more results. Smarter effort does.
You don't need to learn everything. You just need to learn what matters most and practice it often.
And when you do that, English stops feeling like a mountain. It becomes something you can climb easily, one focused step at a time.
So don't work harder, work smarter. Apply the 80-20 rule to your English and watch your progress speed up.
Now it's your turn. In the comments, tell us what's one part of your English you'll focus on, the 20% that matters most to you.
And don't forget to subscribe for more real-life English tips you can use right away.
Daniel,
And Sophie.
see you next time.